Hi, Kyle. I know you're working with a lot of advanced technologies. Maybe you could explain to us what exactly is Smart on Fire?
Wow, Smart on Fire. That's a string of acronyms, and seems a little bit forced to me. But to answer your question, SMART stands for Substitutable Medical Applications Reusable Technologies. What does all that
Wow.
mean? Yeah, smart, right? What is that? It's actually a framework for launching launching an application. So, FHIR, as we all know, is Fast Healthcare Interoperability Resource and is nothing more than version 4 of HL7. It's just another way to get the same demographics, orders, and other patient information to and from the EMR. So I really dislike the term smart on fire because it's catchy, but it doesn't actually tell you anything about the technology or what it does. So I typically say the smart application launcher because that's focused. We understand what that is. That's how one thing launches another. And typically in this context, we're saying the EMR launches something else. So let's take that separately from FHIR, which is, like I said, it's FHIR is more the version 4 of HL7, like I said, but it's also more interestingly in what we're used to when we say HL7, we mean version 2.2 or 2.3, ADT, ORM, ORU, which are
Yeah.
all pushed from the EMR to the application, and you just spam the application, take what you want. FHIR is basically it's RESTful services. Think of the internet, right? Your bank doesn't send you a statement every 5 minutes to tell you what's in your account. When you want it, you log in and you ask for what is my balance. Well, FHIR is the same way. It doesn't spam you. Using FHIR, you go to the EMR and you ask for the information you want when you want it, and you always get the most up-to-date answer. So, what is Smart on FHIR? It's a catchy marketing term that generally I think confuses people and separates us from what is a fairly simple and the new standard technology.
Where is Smart on Fire being used in the imaging world today? PACS, VNA, migrations. Where do you see it being implemented the most?
Well, I think most of the major EMR vendors have supported it. It is a new standard that's being pushed by CMS for interoperability, and it is absolutely a great standard, very secure, using secure JSON web tokens. But I think what you see is the industry will be moving towards it. It the triggering event or the thing that really makes someone want to look at a smart application launching technology is when you're launching an application that's outside of your environment. So if I'm a health system and I have my EMR and my PACS and my viewer all behind my firewall, behind the gates, then there's less of a compelling reason because I already have security. I have walls around everything. But when you start launching cloud-based applications and hosted applications, well, now all of a sudden you have data that exists outside the firewall and out on the internet. So security takes on an entirely different perspective when you have PHI outside the firewall, and you now, by virtue of calling applications outside the firewall, you have to open up access to that data. And that's where Smart on Fire starts to take on real significance in securing data that is outside of your sphere of control. And I think that's the compelling event you'll see that's going to make the industry really start to embrace smart that it may not have done quite so much in the last few years.
So a technology initiative prompted by security and enhanced interoperability. Wow, appreciate the background and the insight. Thanks, Kyle.
You're very welcome.